Hey, Tony Gasson here popping in. Now, another topic in our series. So make sure you look back at the days before this, and it'll be some days after this while I'm on vacation. It's pre recorded. And I want to touch on this, what is love? Because I got over 2,000 videos on here. I would say 90% of them are love and relationship videos. And I've been really just perplexed with love. I just completely, since the age of 16, I started looking for my wife at 16 years old and started trying to figure out what love was in a romantic relationship. And being raised by my father and my mother, it allowed me the opportunity, which in my area was very uncommon. I knew one family, maybe two families that had the biological father in the home, and a lot of families that had biological families in the home that I knew of, the parents weren't married because they kind of had like this stigmatism about marriage, these stereotypes or what have you. And I'm sorry about that. I text my wife. And I started to really study it and look into it because I'm like, okay, wow, what do we have going on? And how do we really find love? And that's when I created the quote later in my life that said, love is not found, love is created. Because love is an action. So therefore, love can happen between any two people who want to fall in love. And as you look around, you will see that. You see people of all different walks of life falling in love. And a lot of times we get caught up in semantics of falling in love, which of course we know that that's not literal. But being cute, we say, I don't want to fall in love. I want to walk in love. I want to stand in love. I want to, whatever in love, it's still the same thing. It is all the same thing. You change the words. But what you're doing when you have real love is you're creating love. And the key thing that you have to understand is love is mutual. Love is confirmation. Love is affirmation. So you don't have love if the love that you're giving isn't being reciprocated. That's where a lot of people go wrong. Most people think love is disappointment and love is pain. Love hurts. Why do you think that? Because you got cheated on, or you got beat on, or you were verbally abused, or some other type of abuse, and it hurt you. And you loved the person who did that to you or who is doing that to you. And then you say, love is hard. Love is painful. Love hurts. And that's the mistake. Because your love for that person and your love for yourself did not hurt you. Their self-hate and their disdain for you is what hurt you. Love is pure. Love is painless. What you have to realize is that love is not synonymous with relationship. That's a lot of people be taking my teachings and reteaching it themselves on TikTok and not telling where they got it from. But I'm going to tell you where I got it from. A download from God. A download from heaven as I start to seek and search and figure this thing out. And somebody in the chat is going to post, in the comments, is going to post Corinthians 13. That is love. But that is not romantic love. That is not love in a healthy relationship. That's God's undying love for us. That is being misused, and it's giving people will take that and say, this is my license to cheat. This is my license to beat, because it says love is just, forgiving, and it's just, it doesn't keep score, and it does all this, so I get to do you dirty. And that's what people will take and do. Y'all give me 1 second. Y'all forgive me. I forgot where I completely was. I had a 20-minute phone call come in from one of my coaches with my boys program. So please forgive me on that. And so back to what I was saying, which I don't recall what I was saying, so I'm going to repeat some of this, is we really don't understand a lot of times and realize that love is really focused and based on purity. So I want you to understand that love did not hurt you. Someone who didn't know how to love hurt you, and then you confused the two. That's a quote that the Lord gave me. I posted it. It went viral. All kind of pages started using it. And I mean, so many quote pages, so many relationship pages. And that's when I realized, like, okay, that really came from God. That really was dropped in my spirit, because for so many people to resonate with that and for it to be picked up and shared all around the world, that really means something. And I literally just made that up with the Holy Spirit. And it means exactly what it says, because people always blame love for their pain. And people always say love hurts. Love is disappointment. Love is this. Love is that. And so it's always this thing. And I've always been trying to tell people, like, we can't say God is pain. We can't say God is disappointment. We can't say God is impure. We can't say God is a struggle, because God is love. So if God is love, then love has to be pure. Love has to be holy. Love has to be painless. And so what happens is, love in a romantic relationship, it doesn't come with chastisement. Now, meaning like a spanking, a whooping. Now, what love comes with is correction. Love comes with accountability. We are supposed to hold one another accountable. We're supposed to be honest. We're supposed to be truthful. We tell the truth to someone we love. And that's why we say, speak the truth in love. We don't speak the truth in hate. We don't speak the truth in pain. We speak the truth in love. And I want you to really take this with you and process and get it through your spirit, so that you can start the labeling process. And when I say labeling, I don't mean calling everybody that ever hurt you a narcissist, but I mean, you look over your relationship, and in looking over your relationship, you're able to see where you were physically or verbally or emotionally abused. And you look and you evaluate that, and you realize that that person that did that to you does not love you, nor does he or she love themselves. So it wasn't love that hurt you. It was self-hate, their self-hate that hurt you. It was insecurity that hurt you. It was resentment that hurt you. Love had nothing to do with it. If they loved you, then they would have been pure towards you. They would have been a benefit. They would have been an asset. Now, one thing I want you to understand about love, love in itself is constant. It is consistent. But humans are not constant and consistent. So on one day, a human can operate from love, and love will wash you, cleanse you, heal you, make you whole. Like love will feel amazing. The next day, the same human that operated from love yesterday can wake up that day and choose to operate from self-hate, operate from insecurity, operate from disdain, from resentment, from anger, from fear. So humans are not constant. Humans are not consistent. Humans oftentimes are like a leaf in the wind, blown to and fro. So that's where the confusion comes in, because people will say, well, this person loves me, and this person loves me so much, and like they treat me so well, and they do all of this, they do all of that, but then on another time they really hurt me. So that means love hurts because this person loves me. Yes, they love you, but they don't always operate from love. So when they hurt you, they're not operating from love. They're operating from pain, or they're operating from hate, or they're operating from self-hate, or they're operating from anger or another emotion. They're not operating from love. And so in order to keep love pure, you have to mentally compartmentalize, because this is where people become jaded, because you don't separate someone's actions and you lump it all in to be love. Think about what's happening right now with Sean Combs. If Cassie looked at the times he made her laugh, the times he made her smile, the times he took her on a private jet vacation to 5-star hotel, 5-star restaurants, and shopping sprees, if she looked at that and said, he loves me, then guess what she's going to do? If she doesn't know to separate the two and realize that a person can show you love, like a person can be nice to you, and that might not even be love. Like a person can be nice, a person can be kind, a person could love bomb you, which is not love. It's manipulation. But if she called that love, and then all the other stuff that he did to her, she said, well, this is love too. Like this is a part of love. Like love is mean sometimes. Love hurts sometimes. Love is painful sometimes. Then now she completely confused. So guess what? Anybody that's gone through this, not just Cassie, but so let's speak in generality now. Anybody that's gone through that, their next relationship, they're going to expect it to hurt. And if they get into it and it's healing, it's comforting, it's warm, it's cozy, it's safe, it's peaceful, they're going to feel very weird. They're going to be having nightmares. They're going to be worried. They're going to be like, are you cheating on me? Do you really love me? Do you really care for me? Are you really attracted to me? Like, why are you so chill? Why is everything so calm? Like, why is this? Why is that? And they're going to really be messed up. They're really going to be like, whoa, what's going on? Like, what's going on? Because they used to toxicity. They're used to self-hate. They're used to the pain showing up. The insecurity, the self-hate, the pain, the anger, the fear, the resentment, the disdain. They're used to all of those things surfacing and them having to deal with that. So now that it's peaceful and it's calm, you will find the formerly abused, someone who was formerly abused by their past, become the abuser in the next relationship, because that's the language that they've learned. and they're calling it a language of love. It's a language of some relationships. It's a human language. It's a human action or reaction, but it's not love. But they will consider it love, and they will start to antagonize and become the abuser, the offender, because now they're absent of an offender, so they become what they know. They become what they were. I mean, what they suffer from. And this is what people have to realize and understand. So I want you to know that this is not something where it's easy to understand and it's just so cookie cutter to where it's just so plain cut and dry to where you're like, oh, okay, this is love, this is hate. No, it sometimes gets intertwined. But see, just like the rules of matter, or where two things cannot occupy the same space at one time, that's what you have to realize. The same is true with love and hate. So that's why the two don't happen at the same time. Like, you're not being loved and hated at the same time. You're either being loved or you're being hated. And when I say hated, not in the full sense of the word, but they can mean mistreated. You're either being loved or you're being mistreated. Somebody's operating from love or they're operating from another emotion. But if you're operating from love, you're going to see that love has attributes and it looks a certain way. Like love, it looks happy, joyous, pure, emotionally intelligent. If it's not happy and joy, it's still peaceful or serene, or even if love is somber, because you're mourning and someone is mourning with you. You notice how somebody could lose a family member and they could be in mourning and their partner could be like, how long are you going to be depressed? How long are you going to be moping around? Like, how long are you going to be acting like that? Like, people die every day. Like, I've lost this family member, that family member, that family member. You don't see me crying for weeks. You don't see me walking around complaining. You don't see me walking around pouting. Like, it gets to a point. Like, how long are you going to be like that? Because it's really starting to affect our relationship. And I feel like you're using that for sympathy. I feel like you're using that to just lounge around and do nothing, when people lose people every day. And that right there, now that ain't love, because it's not empathy. Now, if somebody loves you, love is accountability. Doesn't mean love don't speak the truth. The person could actually be speaking the truth, but it's, where is it coming from? Is it coming from anger? Is it coming from resentment? So if I felt like someone was mourning and using it as a crutch, and they were using it as an escape and as an excuse to do nothing, for one, you can't put a timeline on that. So, because even for it to be a month, it's realistic, depending on the depth of love that you have for the person you lost. If it's your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, whatever, your spouse, it's you can't put a time limit on it. And then even when you, quote unquote, get past it, you're still going to have certain things that trigger the thought, trigger the emotion, a certain smell, certain scene, certain thing that just like reminds you of that person that you lost. So like, if it comes to be, okay, let's say it's a month out and the person hasn't gotten out of bed. Like, they get out of bed long enough to not get bed sores. Get up, go to the bathroom, go back to bed. But all the food brought to the bed, all the water brought to the bed, everything brought to the bed. And it's literally been 30 days. If somebody loves you, then what they won't accuse you of milking it and all of that. What they'll say is, hey, do you would you mind going on a walk with me? I'm gonna go down to the lake or go down to downtown or whatever. Would you mind going on a walk with me? Or could I, maybe could we do like an in-home workout together? I want to spend some time with you and just kind of, be out. Maybe we could do a picnic. The person will start trying to support and like show some, try to get you out the house, try to get you doing something versus coming and saying, hey, you need to suck it up and get over it. Like, people die every day, B. Like, suck it up. Come on. That's someone operating from self-hate. That's someone operating from jealousy. They really jealous that you mourning over somebody and not mourning over them. Like, that they're not getting your attention. That someone who is in a grave is getting your attention. So you see how love could be confused to where somebody was like, oh, well, they said that way, and I know they love me, so that must be love. No, not necessarily. It's where it's coming from and how it comes out. And we got to be mindful. See, the thing about love is love has to be chosen every day. Just like your walk with God, God is love. You have to choose to walk with God every day. You're going to be tempted to do stuff that is ungodly every day, even if at the least it's lusting or gossiping, backbiting, envying. Like, you may see somebody and they have something that you want, and you can find yourself envying them without even processing it. Like, you have to choose love every day. Just like you choose God every day. You have to choose to do right every day. So every day you have to wake up with love on your mind. You got to immediately put love on your mind. You got to tell yourself, I'm going to walk in love. I'm going to smile at everybody. I'm going to speak to everybody. I'm going to be nice to everybody. I'm going to be slow to anger. I'm going to be emotionally intelligent. I'm going to be kind, caring, giving, compassionate, forgiving, understanding. All of these things, you're reminding yourself what love is. And you're going out to be mindful. But if you wake up on the quote unquote wrong side of the bed and you don't center yourself and you don't remind yourself what love is, you'll go out and you'll just be naturally reacting to how you feel. Like, you don't feel good. You don't want to go to work. You're tired. You're stressed. You're upset. You're not happy that you're alone without a relationship. You're not happy that you're not making the money you want to make. You're not happy that you're not as close to your friends and family as you want to be. So what are you going to do? You're going to walk around looking sad or mad or somber or disappointed. And then somebody's going to talk to you and you're going to talk to them from that space. And then you're going to bring their energy down, bring their day down. And they're going to be like, wow, what's wrong with him or her? Like, what's going on with this person? And then you sitting there and you like, ain't nothing wrong with me. But it's really just because you didn't make the choice to choose where to operate from. You didn't make the choice to choose what you need to do. So that's what you have to realize, is that love, it is an action, which we already know. But it's a daily action. It's a constant action. It's a consistent action. It's something that you don't just choose one time and it automatically comes, because life is going to happen. You're going to get hit with disappointment in life, discouragement in life. You're going to love people who don't love you back because they don't have the capacity to love, because they've never been loved before you. They've never felt real love. They don't know what it feels like. So therefore, they can't reciprocate something that they don't know what it feels like. They don't know how to receive it. You can't reciprocate what you don't know how to receive or what you don't allow yourself to receive. So that's how you go through that pain. That's how you end up loving someone who mistreats you, dog you out, cheats on you, beats on you, curse you out, whatever it may be. You go through that, or it could be all three. You go through that because the person that you're loving doesn't know love. Know nothing about it. Know nothing about it. So I want you to realize this. Get this in your spirit. Y'all forgive me, I got to set my alarm for today so I can be able to get ready to head to the barbershop. Get there on time. Got to get me a cut. Get the hairline before I go on vacation. And so think about this and really understand that you need to sit down today, and everything that you called love that hurt, everything, that relationship that hurt you that you consider love, you got to reevaluate and you got to label it. Label it, put it in a box, Put it in the corner or set it on fire. You could literally do that, metaphorically speaking or literally speaking. Especially if you're in a place where you got one of them barrels and you could put stuff in there, write some letters, put some letters in there, and just set it on fire, and just let it burn, and not usher, and just remind yourself, you know what? That was not love. That was their self-hate. That was their disappointment. That was their anger. That was their frustration. That was their upbringing. That was their lack of love that did that. That wasn't real love. And then once you realize that, now you're able to move forward. And you're able to create love because you know what love is, and you can expect love. You can inspect love, and you can respect love. So now you can receive and you can reciprocate. And if you're not receiving love, you know to put a stop to it. You know how to say, hey, hold on. You know how to say, hey, hold on. Hold on now. That's not gonna be able to fly. Like, you said you was gonna be here at 7. You got here at 9 and all you said is I'm sorry. Like, well, you don't have a reason for it. That's like honest and legit. Hey, that's not gonna fly. You yelled at me yesterday. I can't be in a situation like that. If you ever yell at me again, that'll be the last time we speak. That's not gonna fly. Hey, you look like you wanted to get aggressive yesterday. Like you wanted to hit me. If that ever happens again, that'll be the last time it happens. I don't play with that. Whatever it is, anything that is disrespectful, anything that you see as a deal breaker, you have to call it out. And that's the thing now, as humans, by nature, we are passive humans. We don't like confrontation. But see, love is also accountability. And so in 4 levels of love that I created, I made this up. You have lust, which is just you see somebody, you think they whatever. You have lust. Then you have like, meaning you go up, you talk to this person, or you get to know this person, however that happened, and you build a relationship with them through communication, and you start to like them. Then the 3rd level is love, where you spend more time with them to where now you start to love them. And what that means is you will sacrifice for them. You will sacrifice and you will compromise for them. But what that means now, compromise is a healthy compromise. And you never in love, you could love somebody and you could love them more than you love yourself. And you can love somebody till it hurts you. Love ain't hurt you. But what hurts you is your lack of self-esteem, your lack of self-worth, your lack of self-respect. And that's why the 4th level of love is self-love. Because love in itself is sacrificial. And you'll give all of you, and receive nothing in return. But then see, self-love is when you require that you love your neighbor as you love yourself, and you require your neighbor to love you as they love themselves. You require your spouse, and this ain't the neighbor now, your spouse to reciprocate the love that you're giving. And that's why self-love, I put it at the highest level, because people will be in love and be downtrodden, broken, beaten, battered, because they're not requiring reciprocation. But when you truly start to love yourself, which we oftentimes say we'll do first, but nobody does that first. We oftentimes say before you can love somebody else, you got to love yourself. And that's not actually true, because you'll love someone else in spite of yourself. You'll cut your nose off to spite your face. We see it all the time. Moms do it for their children. We see wives do it for their husbands. Y'all forgive me, video had went out. And so understand that, get that in your spirit. And I'm here for you. God bless you. I'm up here falling asleep because I'm talking, and the way my tone and tonality is, because I'm not crunking all over the place, it actually put me to sleep. Some people be telling me, Tony, I go to sleep to your videos. Like, I can listen to your videos and go to sleep. Hey, good. Hey, it's good to have that in your spirit. Better to have this in your spirit than all that debauchery out there, that tomfoolery. Like, go to sleep to this every night. And so that way you get that in your spirit and you wake up feeling educated and love. Know what you're doing. Wake up to it. Go to sleep to it. Go get it. Write it upon the tables of your heart. So when you can't read, when your eyes ain't open and you can't read your Holy Bible, then be listening to this right here. I seen somebody post, and shout out to you. God bless you. I saw it on my mentor. I didn't see it on my Tony Gaston page, but I saw it on my mentor. A lady made a shirt say "Grind like TG," and she was in a fashion show. And she said she listened to me 8 to 12 hours a day. And I'm like, wow, man, that is that floored me. Hey, so thank you. God bless you. And we'll talk soon. All the important links is in the description. Shout out to the donors of Tony Gaston Family Foundation. Thank you. Shout out to my new insurance agents that joined my team. Shout out to those y'all who went and got you a policy from one of my agents. All the links is in the description. And also the coupon code for Tony Gaston's Academy.com is YouTube, YOUTUBE, and you get 30% off all 107 courses. God bless you. We'll talk soon.